What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Inktober. Today is October 18th, so we are on the 18th word of this Inktober challenge, which is great. We're more than halfway there, and that is good news for us. So let's hop over and just check out what word we have today. We actually have a lot of work to do because I didn't quite finish what I was supposed to do yesterday. So we're kind of in the middle of that. So let's jump over into the desktop version and check out what word we have for today. So we've done dream, we've done spider, we've done path, we've done dodge, we've done map, we've done golden, done drip, toad, bounce, fortune, wander, spicy, rise, castle, dagger, angel, demon we did yesterday. So today is the 18th and we are going to be doing saddle. Now I already have a pretty good idea of what I want to do for this one, so that's good. I kind of have that out of the way, but I am behind on yesterday's challenge, which is not great. So today we're going to take about 25 minutes and I'm going to try to ink the rest of yesterday's challenge, so we're not going to waste a lot of time talking about things. And then I'm just going to try to see if I can get the ink work done. I'm kind of scared because it took me a long time to do, but let's check out what we did yesterday. Now, if you were with me yesterday, I started with something completely new. So we're going to see, hold on, let me make sure everything's up and running. Oh. Let's go into the studio. Why isn't the studio camera running? Ah, there we go. So here's where we were yesterday, and I had drawn some Oni demon masks, but I really didn't like that look after I had finished the entire drawing. I went with something completely different, and I made Girl Scouts, the demons, selling Girl Scout cookies out in front of a grocery store, and they're making a lot of money because it's kind of crazy how much money Girl Scouts probably actually make. When they used to come and work in front of our store, they would sell so many boxes of cookies. So they got to be a pretty profitable company. Anyways, those kids can sell cookies. So I think it's a big marketing scheme. Anyways, that's what I ended up doing. Now I have to do the ink. Now I have to finish the ink work, and that's what I'll be working on next. So I am just going to, I will be here, but in spirit, because we are going to ink this one. Feel free to write into the chat. I'm going to pull the chat down so we just have a clean window. And I am going to attempt to ink this in. We got 22 minutes. Ready, set, go. All right, well, let's just go for it. Nothing else we can do. We did the best we could, and I think it will probably look good once it's done. And if it doesn't, meh. Doesn't really matter. I don't want to make the hat so harsh. So ears. I'm really afraid I'm gonna mess this up. Put some eyes in. Oh no, that one didn't get a white dot in it. That's okay. Let's put some eyelashes. Just to give it more of a feminine feel. Nose. Oh no, I'm gonna mess this up. A little lip. And then the lower lip. Put the dimples in. Probably finish off the side of the face on both sides. Ear. Alright. Working our way down. She's got shirt on, collared shirt, and that. Oh man, that's a mess. It's okay though, we'll fix it. Because she needs like a kerchief coming out of here. And like this metal brass thing. Okay. Did I mess that up? I don't know. Maybe. No, I wanted to put her in a hoodie. So there's a hoodie that wraps around the back of her. And then, oh, hold on, that shoulder's much lower. Let's put that shoulder up higher. Elbow similar space. That? I don't know. I guessed. I always like get upset with myself because I spend all this time drawing all these lines. Like not to guess, like don't guess. There's no need to guess at this point. But now this complicates things because she needs like a hoodie coming out of this side too. But it's coming from underneath. Oh well. We're going to see if everyone forgets about that. Yeah, the hoodie would just come out the back, but it'd be all like bunched up and coming out from here. There we go. That'll solve that mystery. We need to put some circle badges in here. Put our braids in back here. It's alright if I mess this up. I don't love it. I don't even know what I did here. It's supposed to go dot, then braid, right? Something like that. All right. one hand is much bigger than the other. That bothers me still. That's not going to help me ink though. Okay, I like this hand size better, so we're just going to have to follow this size. Just because it gives it more of a gremlin vibe. Okay. I mean, it's almost big enough. It's just too small in like some places. Just really annoying. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, what happened? Why is it just slightly off? It's just like not really that much off. Okay, let me see it. I think that looks better. Oh, that pinky's got something going on with it. It's not in the right place. Hold on, technical difficulty. We're gonna get through this. Technically difficult. Then this pinky comes in weird. Pinkies always come in weird because they're shorter. Hi, Kelly. I think something like that'll work. Man, I'm like just my eraser's getting so small here, you see. That's my issue. Okay. First you don't succeed, erase and start all over. Okay, first finger in. Let's just make it a regular finger. No fingernail. This second finger also in. A little bit longer, no fingernail. This finger in, a little bit shorter, lower on the hand. This little finger, barely there. Okay, good, perfect. Now, fingernail across, good. This one, perfect. This one, good. And this one, great. There. Now the hands are even. Just had to fix that real quick. Pop back in here. Let's give her a little bit more arm there. Some bulk. We got a wrist, hand, and we're gonna go with wobbly fingernails to the end. I mean, this is all just cheating because I drew this girl's fingernails and her hands like a million times, and they look too fat, they look too skinny, left hand was too small, right hand was too big. Same kind of battle I was fighting now, but earlier, what was going on was they had to be perfect. Now that they're monster hands, they could be whatever they want to be. which is good. Because I don't want them to be what they are. Unfortunately, it looks like she's holding a piece of paper because I somehow didn't account for depth. Maybe it's here. It's probably right here. I don't know. We'll work on that later. We don't have time. No one's got time for that. We put the pleats in her skirt. Good point for shading if we wanted to do some shading. To make sure you get that extra little. And here we go. So there, we have the girl finished. Which one should we start on next? Do we have time? Oh, we have 10 minutes. Okay. Let's do the tail. Let's continue in on the background. So start up in the middle. This might be all we do tonight. Just because I think this is a little bit more just moves a little bit faster. I feel like when I draw sometimes it's hard to come up with a creative concept, speak whole sentences, right? and hit that straight line still. Yeah, this is Demon from yesterday. I didn't finish it. So we're just inking. Spending some time inking today. I spent so much time drawing it that I didn't finish inking it. Okay. Alright, Pen Patrol. You're gonna have to move out of the way real quick. Alright. Let's pick up the pace. We only got 8 more minutes. If we do choose to move on. From this one. All right. Coming in hot with this ankle, little knee. I was trying to get her balancing a little bit better, but I don't know if I did the right thing. Probably not, but it's okay. We're gonna go with it. There she goes. There's that. The sash. Here's the arm. Draw the shirt like that. There's a pocket. And draw in the circles. Girl Scout cookies. My favorite Girl Scout cookie? Probably gotta be Thin Mints. I really like some frozen Thin Mints. It's a good time. Yeah, that's her palm of her hand. There we go. What did I draw? Oh. She needs that shirt thing. So this pocket's going up a little bit if we're going to draw it in there. Probably be a little bend right there. Okay. Continue on. Let me draw the box real quick. Bottom of the hand. Oh man, messed that one up. This should be the fun part. All right. There's that. Facial details are just so small. One wrong move and you got a lazy eye. Okay. There we go. We're getting close. What time is it? Oh. I see. I see. Let's just keep going. I'd rather finish this project than just move on to the next one, because then I have this one to finish up and the next one to do. So I'm going to just make my way through this one so I can close the book on it and be done. pyramid of Girl Scout cookies. It's probably the most fun those Girl Scouts have. I would not want to do that. I'm so glad I was not a Girl Scout. Early entrepreneurs, though, really, the Girl Scouts. All right, we're making our way. One thing at a time. One line at a time. All right. Should have given her hair more flip, this girl, because she's like making that movement. Would have been a good opportunity to show some more motion by flipping her hair up a little bit more. It's too late for that, though. We're going to move on to the other side. So if you're just joining us, we're just finishing up Demon. Trying to get that all squared away. And we are going to move on to Saddle eventually. But hopefully in the next... I want to say we'll be done in the next 10 minutes. That's my goal, 10 minutes from now. It's drawing under like that whole box is wrong for some reason. Hold on. Let me fix that real quick. Now it might take more than 10 minutes. I just think that there's needs to be a line somewhere. Like this needs to be square, right? Uh-oh. Did we already mess it up? It's pretty off. It's okay. It's fine. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? Nobody. Watch, it's gonna be the most noticeable thing on here. Alright. Maybe keep that one. Drop that. Bumps over, drapes down. I don't know, man. Drawing fabric is another thing. I gotta really try to master that skill. And then we have like this bag of money that's sitting out here. to see if this works out. It might not. As long as I can remember what I'm supposed to be drawing around and not mess up. Okay, that's good. Concentrate. Don't mess up. Oh, here it comes. I think that's it. Not too bad. Big old dollar sign. Man, what is wrong with the top of that box? The bottom of the box looks fine. See the top of this box? This box doesn't look right. The money looks right. The lady looks right. That box top is all off. It's like this, that corner connects. Is it because I didn't? Oh, smart guy. Smart guy. It's because I didn't drop any weight off this side. I think. Is that the problem? Because if I had a box that was going out to another box that was over here, right? That was exactly the same. Because it's going to the end of this box, right? And that corner of that box connects to another little box that looks like this. Man, that looks really off. Then does this box connect to that? Ugh. I feel like that's even worse. I think that might be right. I mean, I think that has to be right. I think maybe I put my box out a little too far. Just come in here. I think that's it. Yeah, that's right-ish. It's as right as we're gonna get. Meh. Let's just finish. Like, I'll start with the box top. That's where I messed up. So that's where it needs to start. It's okay if it's a little off. Maybe we'll put a... No, let's not make it even... It's like, maybe I'll put a handle. I'm like, nope. Maybe in another version. Oh, yeah, that needed to be a little bit more. It's okay. It's okay. Let it go. Just let it go. You have 18 more drawings to go. You don't got time for this. Just draw what's got to be drawn. Biggest problem I might have with saddle is drawing the initial shape. Because there's this old record album cover that I really enjoy called S&M Airlines, and it has, yeah, I think it'll be okay. There's a girl riding a full-size airplane, like it was some sort of horse or rodeo situation. I've always wanted to draw that, and I have tried to draw it in the past, but no such luck. Okay. Here we go. Let's draw the next stack. Let's draw this stack. Let's draw the next stack. Let's draw the last ones. All right. Should probably put some a little bit. You know, probably a couple. Not too many. Okay, good. Stack some money. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Now let's finish off our last character and let's get on out of here. There's an ear here. Comes out down here. There's another piece of hair that goes over there. There's that. There's the jawline that's really exaggerated. There's a really happy face. Of course. Making the money. Eyebrow. Maybe ridge of the nose. And some other eyelashes over here. Really want to get technical. Ooh, boom, done, I think. Did I finish? Probably want to split there, just so we know. Forget about the little dooley dad on her thing. Keyhole there. Oh. Missed the rug here. And let's outline. Draw in our framework. Oh man, there's still like a bunch of detail that needs to be added. Which I might add. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Don't run out on me. Especially when I'm trying to draw the long lines. My eraser's cut underneath my hand. course. The littlest thing. Just normal things that can go wrong. You see how that pen didn't finish that line? All right. Well, I think that's most of it, other than putting in the Girl Scout, which I'm actually like take time and drawing the lettering. I kind of just wrote some initial lettering and designed some of the boxes, but that's as far in as we can zoom in actually. So that's it. That's the game. Yeah, I don't want to design this first one. I do, but I don't. What time is it? 45 minutes. No, I'll leave it for another time. I'll show you this completed project tomorrow with all the detail put in and with all the line work erased, but I think that's good for today. All right, let's get started on today's project though, because let's just take this one off. And what we'll do is we'll just start over. Thanks for watching the inking process. I rarely get to do that live, so it was nice. But I do need to put this back on eventually, so. Yeah, well the top of the money bag is underneath. The top of the money bag is underneath the table. So technically the tie part is like behind it. I don't know. I tried to like think about what it would look like. Maybe a rope coming down from the front, but then I actually have to change the tablecloth coming down as well. Anyways, let's hop into the studio and see what word we have for today. So we are going to jump over into the desktop, and here is our list. We just wrapped up Demon, and today we will be working on Saddle. So let's roll and see what size paper we're going to be working with today. Pop into the studio. Let's move this. Oh man, I have too many things on my desk today. Also, we need to take this out. I'm going to zoom out for everyone. Need to get auto zoom. Alright, as you can see, I don't have much workspace. I'm going to throw this one in here, but upside down so it doesn't tape itself to all the rest of them. And we're going to put that away for now. Alright, next we are going to roll and see what size paper we're cutting on. Oh. First, man, it's like I forget the order of how to do things when I didn't start the episode the normal way. All right, let's start here. Let's write our word for today. Our word for today is saddle. Roll for height and width. Our first roll, let's keep it in the screen hopefully. You can try to zoom out, but I also want you to be able to see what they are. Oh, 3. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's not much smaller than you can get than 3. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one. This is totally not gonna go with my idea. Alright, and height and width. 3 by 10. Alright, well, you know, You can make rules so that you can challenge yourself. This is going to be terrible, though. How am I going to draw a saddle in a 3x10? Okay, let's see what it looks like first. Ooh. 3x10. All right. So zoom all. Oops, sorry. We're gonna zoom all the way out, and we are going to do. Oops, sorry. We're gonna do the 10 first. This is gonna be terrible to draw as a 3x10. I had this great idea I wanted to do. I shouldn't even have thought about anything. I wish I could use this side, you know, the big one. But we're not going to get that lucky today. I'm actually kind of bummed because I really wanted to draw something else, but like I said, why make rules if you're not going to follow them? And the challenge is to draw it the size we rolled for. Just I wish I had done a little bit better of a job rolling. Alright. Now that we're done with that, we're going to scoot it all the way back down so we have a good view. I'll put the chat back up. Alerts are up. And I'll put me back up. Three by 10, that's awfully long. And it's awfully small. I think it even makes my eraser look kind of big. And that thing is tiny. Oh man. I don't know. Okay, so let's think about what we can do with saddles since we're put in this predicament. Saddle on a 3 by 10. It's like when you go to the art store and you see all those canvases and you're like, man, I would paint this on this. I'd paint this on this. Nope, now I really have to. I have to like put my money where my mouth is. And all right. No clue. This is like the Alice in Wonderland. I ended up doing like a cross section because there was just no way to do it. Alright, let's stop stalling. Got 36 minutes and counting. First things first, I guess. Let's just do the dirty. We're going to start off drawing a border like we always do. This time I'm going to use my ruler just because we have very limited space. So I really need to make sure that border is tiny. This is really unfortunate. So small. Oh man, that border was off. The studio lights hit the shadow just right sometimes where I'm like, it looks right before I do it, and then once I do it I'm like, nope, that definitely was not correct. Yeah, how am I going to draw a horse? I have to draw a horse under 3 inches. I guess I could. I don't know. whatever. Whatever. I don't care if it's straight anymore. It doesn't matter. These rarely even get like, when they get drawn, they end up all crooked anyways. Okay, there's our border. I mean, in order to draw a horse, should I just draw a saddle from point of view? Here's a saddle, and here's a mane. And here's where the saddle meets. This is where you try not to attack it. There's usually some ropes that come up across here. Go to the mane. Or we can draw a little horse. Right. In the desert. I don't know what a horse looks like. You know, it's always once you like start drawing something, you're like, I don't know if I actually know what that looks like. This is gonna look like a dog, because I think everything looks like a dog. There we go. Not too bad. I hear a lot of people use like the dragons as a horse resemblance. The dragon face is the face of a horse. Draw a horse, right? Maybe one leg up, and then a saddle. And then you have the saddle that goes over him. He's got some shape, right? Saddle. He's got a tail maybe wisping in the wind. He's not running, but there's a lot of power in this front leg. There's a lot of power in all legs of horses. But if that one's up, this one's probably down. This one. I don't know how horses run. Do they run back and forth? We'd have to take some look at some pictures. Right? Saddle comes up to about here. I mean, that's not too bad for not looking at any photos. I mean, it looks like a good Dr. Seuss horse, you know? Oh, yeah. They have ears? Horses, of course, have ears. I guess I just haven't seen that many horses. Oh. Now I'm feeling less inspired, which can't happen. I need to just figure it out. What do we want to do? Let's jump over into the split screen version, and I'm going to hit the Google, and we're going to first let's look up what we're trying to draw, because it's been a long time since I've seen one of these too. Okay, that's from the side. In a good version. Let's see if I could change sides from this. It probably won't let me. Okay. It's also a saddle. Let's just want to draw the saddle. There's a bicycle saddle. $500 for a saddle. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable seeing how intricate this one is. Can we see a bigger size? Nope. Could draw a motorcycle, but that's also quite complicated. Let's go back. Best saddles for sale. So they mainly comprise of a few parts: show and rein saddles, roping and working. Okay, so there's different types of saddles. All right. It's way too complicated for me. I just want to see images. There's a horse in a saddle. There's a blanket that goes underneath. I almost want to try to design a saddle, but it's like too much work. My horse isn't that bad. My horse looks pretty good, all things considered. His neck might be a little bit more straight from his back and less from his throat. His throat looks like he's got more of, the weight. There's a little bit of an up. There's a little bit of a down. Then ears up. Like so. Eye there. I want to draw something this small. Okay. All right. Fine. We're gonna do something. I guess. I mean, what choice do we have? Okay, let's say we want our horizon line at 1 inch because we only have 3 inches to work with. I say some things sometimes. English saddles and Western saddles are different. I don't even know what that means. How are they different? There's that, right? Well, maybe we put it a little bit better on our horse. True. Whose horse is it? But I gotta get the horse down first. Let me just draw the horse, then I can figure out whose horse it is. Because this is not a horse. Let's be honest, I didn't try. So body is about 3. I don't know, if looking from this one, it's about 1/3, 2/3 of the neck. Right, and then we got the neck, which is an interchange. It's going to look like El Burro, which is okay. Maybe it's a donkey. That'll be alright too. I'll be happy with that, whichever one comes out. And so we need to maybe look at some more horse pictures. Sometimes when I search for things, I'm like, oh, that is the slowest way. Look at that saddle. That horse is beautiful. Oh, sorry, not in split screen. Yes. I don't know whose horse it's going to be yet. I need to draw the horse first. I need to figure out what the saddle looks like on the horse. So we're drawing a very side photo. Trying to figure out the muscular structure of a horse. It's got a big amount of, like, horses are all different. I don't, like, I've never drawn a horse before. Where are all the joints? Well, they're not even standing on, they're standing on some sort of hoof. So this, the first one would go to the, and then that means the saddle goes from here to right to the back of the arms, which would be here. It looks like the arm goes straight down here, but comes up forward and almost has a muscle up here. And Kylie's already on designing the cool part. Of course I want to get to that part. Of course I want to design. But how am I going to put that much stuff still in a space this big? Like, once I start drawing the rope, it's going to be like this big. What I was thinking about doing is making the scene really interesting. So putting this horse maybe walking through an old cowboy western, like maybe a shootout that's been done or something like that. I think making the scene interesting. Trying to figure out what I was going to do for the saddle part, but really I've never drawn a horse. So I've drawn rope, I've drawn a mailbag, I've drawn things like that, bedroll, canteen. We got side guns. We could put bow and arrow if it's an Indian's horse. We could put a different type of saddle if it's from an Indian. There's tons of ideas. But first we gotta get basic structure down. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Then I can put the Grim Reaper in that I didn't get to put in a couple but then the horse's posture has to change to what it is now there. So he'd probably be looking down. This back leg just goes like this out, and then he's got two like long, and then hooves again. And this part, be looking down. It's a real sad. That's a real sad picture, you know. Be funny if he was pickpocketing everybody. Oh my god, I don't know how to draw the head now. Jowl at the bottom. A little bit of a beak. Bump for the ears. Now it looks like a dog. God, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. And then the saddle. I don't like drawing horses. Just because I just never drawn them before, so I don't really know. Like even this one, his hind legs go far up into his stomach, which goes like this. Then he's got, man, what a chest on that animal. Then his leg comes back behind that chest. Then he's got his neck, which comes out, which is long, but not that long. Probably just as long as this part. So then his head starts. His head's gonna go like bump for the bottom of the jaw, and then just kind of really defined by the ears, but this jaw needs to come down more. And there's a mane. For some reason I've done this wrong. Ugh, it's a terrible looking horse. What's wrong with my horse? See, I'm like unaware of how horses bend and all other sorts of things. Like people legs. but together. So if these are both walking forward at the same time, really? I like that these are all in like black photos, so it makes it super hard to tell. But yeah, that's what's happening. These legs are both going backwards. Right? How many? Here's like entire courses on how to draw horses. Oh, that's pretty funny. Look at that. I made a joke. Struggling with the horse life. Take out this rope that I can't use yet. Man, I'm so unhappy with this. Maybe I shouldn't draw a horse. Maybe that's my problem. Still looks like a greyhound dog. Well, I don't have to draw a horse. I could have put a saddle on anything. Oh, I was gonna just draw a spray can and a girl riding a spray can today, and that's just not what happened. Unfortunately, I've been drawing all day. So it's been a long day, and I can't see any of these pictures. I don't want to draw a horse. I just need to draw a saddle. Just cut the head off the horse. Call it a day. There we go. Perfect. Now what does this leg look like? When you don't want to draw it, just cut it off. No days off. That's the challenging part. It's 31 days of drawing. I wasn't prepared to draw a horse. I wasn't. You're also not. You don't have to cut your paper to a certain size. You know, all those are just things to make it more challenging for me. But I probably shouldn't have started drawing a horse knowing that I had limited time. Plus, I don't know anything about horses or what they look like. I know for you, you've spent time painting carousels and murals and stuff, so yeah, well, that would have been a lot easier 20 minutes ago, but I still don't, I don't know. I'm not in love with this idea at all. I don't think it's very creative. It's just a horse with a saddle. So, I don't know. Let's just see if I can draw a saddle, which is the whole. I gotta put a saddle on a dinosaur or a dragon. Put a saddle on really whatever I want, on a motorcycle. But I'm just trying to take. Like, why so many layers on a saddle? This one's pretty intricate. But from far away, it's going to be pretty boring. And so do we lose our point of doing another one? I really need to figure out the shape of what I'm putting my thing on, but it's such a flat. Man, and they walk so weird. I think this foot may be hitting. It's almost like tippy-toeing out here. Well, that foot's up. So strange. Okay, well, let's do a horse study. Now let's do a headless horse study. Let's just have more fun with it. I'm just tired of drawing things that I'm not comfortable with drawing. Like horse probably shouldn't have been the one that I had been like, yeah, that's what I should do. So here, nope, and we're at like a complete non-angle, unless it's a cowgirl. How does one even ride a horse? Butt goes here, body goes here, but no angle. Butt needs to go on top of the horse. Body. Stirrups are right behind here, going down towards the bottom. Just make it jousting. Oh. Put a knight in armor. Still don't think I'm gonna have enough room. Such a small space. Yeah. I've done archers. I'm just gonna need time to figure out what this horse looks like. I can't get to any of the fun stuff until, I understand what I'm drawing. every other horse I have is... There's entire courses on how to draw horses. Come on, give me something with some actual movement. I mean, those legs are in pretty similar positions, I feel. Is this the front leg or the back? These are, so the back leg's down and the front leg's up. I thought they were opposite sides. Look at that guy's drawing of the horse. Just need to know which joint moves what direction. There's a DeviantArt tutorial. Okay, so I was right about it being about 3. Yeah, that's what it's all about, is having time. I already watched 2 or 3 YouTube videos today about doing things, so, you know, because I already didn't have time to finish the last drawing that we were finishing up, so not a whole lot of time left in the day to do things. Anyways, I'm going to sit on this idea. And I really just, I don't like the space. The space is really hard to work in. I feel like when I did the last one in the size of space, it was so busy. And how do you tell a story? You know, it's like, okay, I can add camping gear, or I can add like a fire, or like some guy sitting here with a campfire, you know, cowboy. Or I could draw an old saloon with the saloon doors. Like someone flying out of the saloon doors, you know. And like the horse tie. I mean, the scenes are all fun to draw, as long as you know how to draw what the subject matter, because that's important. Like some guy flying out with both his hands up. His hat flying off. And that's what I was thinking, and then maybe a little corner store here with the windows. Because we're all done. I quit. I give up on this one. And then you have like maybe a guy and a girl standing here with her like bonnet. He's got like the cowboy hat on. Alright, they're standing on the front porch of the saloon, which the saloon looks like this. Got a step. Boom. Draw that in. This little corner store also has a step. Probably has a step off the side. Here's the bank. Put the bank in here. Bank. Oh, sorry. I'm not even drawing on the... Put the bank in here. It's going to be one of those corner stores with the windows on the side. Here's the bank doors. Would the bank have a window? That'd be a crazy bank to have. It'd probably have bars on it if it's the bank. Could be the jail. You have another platform here. And here's the double doors. You have a big window, gold letters, bank. People here, little thing going here, drop here. Then you got like probably an alleyway here with like maybe somebody set up a small tent. I don't know. There's some goods for sale. Maybe a barrel, a couple barrels here. Outside the corner store. Well, this would come out to there. Then this would go here. You know, something like that. Maybe that's what we'll go with. A headless horse. I could probably draw the head. I'm kind of tired of learning how to do things today. Maybe I'll learn how to do it tomorrow. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. We are all done. We have drawn what we can. We have taken viewer suggestions. We just need to add some detail. Try to make it not super busy. Give it enough. Put a banister. And put that saddle on. Kind of like the headless horse walking through town without anybody. Just kind of observing. Let's put like, oh no. The hat flying off. Right? How do you draw a hand coming at you? Who knows? Something like that. Fingertips back to that square block. We call a hand. Yeah. Something like that. All good. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for this one. We finished inking the other one, which I'm going to take a little bit more time and finish that one up. I feel like I just need a few more things. Just maybe give a little bit more weight to the bottom of her skirt here. Draw in all the actual words for all the products here, and then erase all the lines, and I think this one will be good. This one I'll spend some time on and work on it, see if I can get it finished. It should be finished by tomorrow, and we'll be right back on track. Today just got a little bit busier than it was supposed to, and we had more to do than I wanted to. Anyways, thanks for watching as always, and anyways, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys had fun watching. Thanks for all the input, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for our next one. Good night. Peace.